If you want to learn how to make these gluten-free fudgy Nutella brownies, and it has this Nutella filling on the inside and a swirl on the outside, they're super yummy. You can't even tell that they're gluten-free. So we're gonna go ahead and get started with our Nutella middle filling, and I have my brownie pan that I'm gonna bake the brownie in. I just lined it with parchment and I put a 1/4 cup of Nutella, and using a small offset spatula, I'm gonna spread this out as even as possible. And if it's too hard and time consuming to do it on this, you can take the paper out and then just kind of eyeball the shape of the pan, or and fill it that way. That's what I'm doing here. I'm just spreading it out on the countertop. So once I have it spread out like this, I'm gonna place the Nutella parchment back on the brownie pan, and I'm gonna let this freeze for about like 20 to 30 minutes. So do this first before you get started with everything else. Started with chopping our dark chocolate. It's 60%, and I'm just gonna rough chop this. I don't want any big pieces because I want the melted butter to melt it all up, so small as you can. So place this in a bowl. So we have our chocolate in the bowl. Now I'm gonna add espresso powder, and this is really gonna give it a depthness of chocolatey goodness. So add it if you have it. And now I'm gonna pour my melted butter over it. I really want that butter to be really nice and hot, and I'm gonna let this sit while I mix in my other ingredients before I come back and mix this all up. So now that I have my chocolate and my other ingredients ready, I'm gonna stir my chocolate in, and I just wanna blend everything up, make sure there's no chocolate chunks or anything. It's been sitting for about like 4 minutes, so everything looks good. And this is kind of the consistency that you want it. So let's get started with mixing our eggs. So we're doing 2 eggs and 1 yolk. Now I'm gonna go in with my granulated sugar and my brown sugar and your salt. And I'm going to start to mix this on low and then go up to medium. What I'm looking here is for the sugar and the eggs to dissolve. So just mix until everything is fully combined, and you'll see it turn a little pale, a little palish, and that's kind of what you're looking for. That's how you know that the sugar has kind of dissolved. So this is looking great. It's a lot paler, has a lot of volume in it, and the sugar has dissolved into the eggs. And now we're going to add our vanilla extract. I'm just gonna stream this in and mix it in, and I'm gonna stop the mixer and then add my cornstarch. And you could mix this on the mixer on low or by hand, whatever you want to do. Just do not overmix this part. So I kind of started it, and now we're going to add some of the melted chocolate, and I'm just gonna finish this off by hand. So I'm just using a rubber spatula, and I'm just gonna fold everything in just to incorporate all the cornstarch. And now I'm going to add the rest of the melted chocolate, and I'm just going to stir until everything is fully combined. Fold until everything is fully combined. Now we are going to get our brownie pan ready. So I'm using an 8x8 brownie pan, and I'm just gonna spray it and then put parchment over it and spray it again. And I'm going to put half of the batter. I'm eyeballing this. So put half of the batter in there, and then you're gonna pull out your Nutella insert, and it should be nice and frozen. And you're going to flip it over the insert and then peel the parchment off nice and easy. Be gentle with this because you don't want to smush the brownie batter on the bottom. And then once you have that set in, you can pour the rest of the brownie batter. And once that's all in, I put Nutella kind of, tablespoons in like these blobs almost, and just kind of push them however many you want. But I'm doing like 5 to 6, and then I'm just gonna grab offset and then just kind of swirl it around. And my oven is preheated at 350 degrees, and I'm gonna bake this for 35 minutes to 40 minutes. So my brownie has been cooling for about an hour. So I am gonna pull this out, and I'm going to start to chop it. It's still kind of not fully set, so I'm gonna cut it on the parchment so that way it's easier, and just use an offset spatula to like pull the pieces apart. But this is looking so yummy, and we're going to cut it by 3 and then another 3, so it should give us 9 squares total. And let's plate this up. So as you guys can see, they're super fudgy. It's such a great gluten-free brownie with Nutella. I mean, I really hope you guys enjoy this brownie. And it's so easy to make, super fudgy. Let's bite into it. It's definitely decadent, and everything that you want in a brownie is fudgy. It has great texture. It just tastes so good. That Nutella, oh my God, it's just to die for. And you can put some ice cream on top of it and eat it up that way, or just eat it on its own. It's just so delicious.